Trolling and Baddies as Luffy and Zoro from One Piece using the pirate skins.
Forget being king of the pirates. I'm gonna be the queen of baddies. Try me. So before the video even starts, I would like to show this part. So we joined this server, and I was basically randoming everyone. And so was Nas, right? At first, we didn't know where everyone was, but we noticed like a group of girls were in the ring. This information will be useful for later. One of the girls who was in the ring was the girl that Nas randomed and sadly lost to, by using a taser. Let me just show this entire clip because notice how I didn't jump into his fight? Even if she got a cheap awe-stomp by using a taser. Don't mind me here, I randomed this person, but they ran. So after Nas was beaten up, I'm pretty sure he was looking for her. But I was busy doing my own thing and saw these two people standing around. And yes, I'm finna random because it's a damn fighting game. If they want to hang around, they can do it PvP off. Anyways, I was low-key giving belt, and that same girl who fought Nas jumps in with a taser. You might think, oh, you were full health, so that technically doesn't count as jumping. Jumping me, or jumping into my fight is still jumping, but it's fine. You might be right. Let me show the next clip. Y'all, when I tell you this girl had the entire server filled with her friends, I mean it. I'm convinced they were all on a call because why did I just spawn in and get randomed by this girl who was helping them as well? And not just that the jumping gets even worse from here. At first I thought, damn, we getting jumped, but it's only like 3 to 4 people. It was way more than that. And you'll soon see I didn't even have my inventory laid out properly. Now this girl dressed as a clown. She was the one who pissed me off the most. Wanna know why? Because every single time I'd be in a fight, she'd pull up with a taser, tase me down, and jump me. But when confronted, she said, I got you guys in ones so many times by jumping us with tasers. That is not ones. And just because of that, I'll have a counter just for her, on how many times she had jumped into my fight with a taser. If she didn't have a drag here, I would have won. Ugh. Naz clearly had this, but I needed that. And poof, there she goes. Now just to let you all know, this group of people sucked so bad. They were all jump made, all taser made, and all log made, if that's even a thing. Every single time, they'll log after losing a 1v1 or even a 2v1, just watch. Some viewers may find this fight irritating. Viewer discretion is advised. Y'all know how bad I try not to cuss in my videos. Even if most people who are watching are teens, I still try not to cuss because I know kids watch me as well. But y'all, it's hard. Like this girl. Running around frantically because she's trying to make her taser reload, just for a whole new unlocked character from the blue pulls up and jumps me. Like this girl starts to use everything, and I mean everything in her inventory so bad that it disappears. Don't you think that's a sign? Brutally jumped. I tried to go back to that one that had tased me down when I was trying to help Nas to what seems like 5 people charging at him. And the same girl who tried to spawn kill me dragged me. There was no one around us, so I thought I was gonna finally get my ones till this pale thing starts snowball launching at me mid-fight. Like my goodness. And that plus, my lag just made me lose this. Even if there were people around, I would have won before they could jump in. Obviously that had pissed me off. So I immediately went for her. But y'all know how they roll. You fight one. You fight all. Even if she had grabbed me here, she had normal drag on. So I would have 100% won this. As I get up, this girl next to me was standing around like she didn't just jump me not once, but twice. Like, come on now. I tried to get her, because I know for a fact I can get them, but when I tell you they were taser made. Every time they get stomped out, they'd go PvP off to make their way to the tasers. Like, hello? I pulled up to their most favorite spot. They loved this spot, because it was easier to get a taser here and just watch them struggle to get me. Please tell me why in the hell you would need a taser in a 4v1. All that tasing, and she got her blue bar but still managed to lose. Please, stick to the corner for goodness sake. Yet of course Baddies let her stay up after all my knuckles damage, because of course they did. I was making my way up to their home when I spotted the girl who jumped me after. Must be nice being able to heal without an overwhelming graving voice in your ear waiting you drag you, huh? Now look at her. Should be stayed with her wolf pack, but it's too late. Get up. And then her friend pulls up way too late. Even if she was already gonna win this quote on freaking quote 1v1 because she had gripped onto that taser more than her hair grips onto lice. Someone still managed to jump in, literally not wanting me to get up whatsoever. I finally got this girl, always had a taser as well, but who in their friend group didn't? This time I thought smarter, and once she grabbed me, I immediately took off my style so it'd be easier to grab her and y'all don't even need a spoiler. You already know who won this. And here comes her group of nothingness. Literally. Half the time they'd be dragging each other just to get me. Still don't know how this girl's Stanley was reaching me from a mile away, but it's whatever. Like, why did I go back to their natural habitat just to see them completely obliterate Nas? Like he was just laying dead on the floor. It's funny how they had so many people on. Just 2 of us. Like at some point, a friend started help. But that was at the end, and it barely did anything, but it was 1 friend. That just made it a 3v8. They knew I would have won this. That's why they jumped in. Even though I was already low lol. I went back for her and caught her lacking with her trusty old taser she trusts more than her Dove soap. She knew better than to log. That green aura radiating around her. I low-key was trying to figure out who to grab, but at this point it was the entire server on us. It didn't even matter who I grabbed. And still at that, they're still struggling to get me. Y'all got 8 people helping you. Yet you still managed to get beat up? Lord, get a grip. You might be wondering, oh, Ms. Rage, why did the clown counter go up by 2? And that's because she jumped into my fight previously as well. But I didn't clip it. Like this girl was also dependent on taser yet would run when she doesn't. Hagar her blue bar. Notice how my health is basically gone. This Riri girl was the person everyone was trying to protect, yet now I know why she can't even fight for herself. Because how'd you lose this? After I finish fighting her mind, y'all am still low, still very laggy, and just all of the above. I tried my luck in getting this Bri girl, who by the way always had something to say, even though she was the one jumping. I lost here since my snowball wanna hit the concrete floor and not her, but it's still whatever. Y'all see what she used and y'all saw what I used, right? Yet she kept praising herself after that win, lol. It's okay, y'all know me, yup, and if you don't and you're new, I'm always gonna get my lick back no matter what. Because she knows if I was even up for a second, she would have been a goner. Same girl jumping into my fight with a taser, by the way. But this was the fair ones you were talking about, right? At spawn, I tried to get this Riri girl, but she turned off that PvP quicker than her dandruff falling off her head. And because of that, I went for the next worst thing. This girl, and of course she logs as I beat her up. I really do not care that she barely had anything, she also overused her taser. And as I was chasing Rai to fight her, I start lagging like crazy just for me to teleport into 2 people's arms, like, what? Like this isn't even cut. And just because that girl jumped into Na's fight with a taser, I'm gonna count it as well. I may have been stomped here, but I'm coming back stronger. If this was a One Piece episode, I would call it the Underground Beatdown. I don't know what fruit I ate here to be cooking up this bad, but whatever it was, dang. No, only was I eating up, so was Nas. This is where I get my lick back because no way you tased me down, used a snowball launcher and still lost. Pretty sure like after this, she never fought me again and she eventually logged. Not because of me, but because Nas kept destroying her in ones. We didn't know if this guy was helping or not because he was in the same clan as the ops. finally got to do the jumping because she decided to pull up without her lil gang group. And just like that, she has the audacity to log. I tried to get my blue bar on Nas here. And here comes till annoying Fly who comes and drags him. Pretty sure this is the one time the whole fight she didn't have a taser with her, and my hits were connecting till that guy had dragged her away. Yes, I'm gonna use a bunch of weapons on just her after she'd used taser and 4 other people just to defeat me, LOL. I was trying to leave the subway till I saw this guy beating up this girl, and that was just embarrassing. Even though he was winning, I'm gonna jump in anyways, don't care. This was the only time between the fight that we actually got to do the jumping. And just like that, way too easy. Again, didn't know if this guy was helping her or not, but he really just left her on the floor. I'm dead. A whole floor mat. Here I saw this taser abuser also in a fight, and gave her a bit of what I'm feeling when they jumped into my fight a million times. This must be the fair ones this girl was talking about, because this was the one time she got me without basically jumping into my fight, as if I wasn't low health. Like, look at this, I'm low health. Yet you're still gonna use that taser. You must really not want me up knowing I'd cook. This girl desperately wanted to go up and help her friend. I got you, girl. You know what, her standing still to log because she knows not to try, smart unlike others. So I found these 2 who always travel together, LOL, and grabbed one who always looks confused just for another person to make its way to save the day. Only thing it's saving is that wig of hers by pulling it. It was crying for help anyways. Like, did this girl seriously just fall off the roof to avoid fighting me? LOL. And then here, little miss, I got you in ones. Nas was able to drag her, but he was basically dead at that point. And by the time I made it up the roof, half the people were already there, like, are you serious? He's already a goner and y'all still pulled up. Hello? Again, I'm so low here, you quite literally do not need to tase me down and jump me with 2 other people, but anything to not let me up, right? Now here is where I absolutely cooked them. Obviously, I pulled up on them jumping per usual. Immediately went for the closest one. Again, having the audacity to log after you had just been jumping. 1 down, 2 more buffoons to go. Obviously, they were all ready. Where I dragged her to, so they can try and save her emphasis on try, because they did not do jack, just watch. That's just embarrassing, both lost a 2v1 and both logs. I love how every time I pull up on her, she just takes a long, hard pause because I know she's clicking on that Roblox menu to press the leave button. I'm dead. Pulled up with them trying to jump Nas again, and I feel like the reason why he was getting torn up by 6 people at once was because he would be winning like 3v1s or 4v1s. Like, it's so sad. I'ma show y'all what I mean after this part. Like, just watch this and how they're struggling to fight him. He ran here to get some of his red bar up, as he should. There was like 3 on him and they all had tasers. Mind you, LOL. Yet they fumbled this? Yikes. And watch, little miss. I got you in one's lose while he's low and she had a taser. Cooked all y'all in a 4v1. I'd never touch baddies again. They all had pulled up at once after this. And he obviously His health gave in, and he was finally put down after defeating 5 of these things. He said here that Bree girl could only get him once, and could get him any more after that. And that's who he stomped out here. He saw me getting jumped and bot farmed on here, and obviously dragged one of the girls. He ate this up. I think this is the first time I actually got ones with one of them, and I feel like it's because they couldn't see where she was. Not even going to be surprised when she logs. Now just watch this. Y'all know how I always say, Baddies hates me in every video, and y'all always think I'm playing too. Like, how did I spawn in the same spot as all 3 of the ops, just for them to jump me AT spawn? After this, I literally had enough, seriously, so I started calling. Like, hello, why we struggling? Go ahead and drag me. Let's see how this girl fights without a taser. Notice how she's just hanging around with her PvP on because she knows she got a bunch of friends in the server that can help her LOL because she can't help herself. Look at this fly hovering to get me LOL. So that fly did end up getting me. And yes, they jumped me while I was already low. I tried to get my lick back, and just guess who came back? Y'all guess. And yes, of course I was jumped here, but she got us in fair ones, right? That sentence literally got me flabbergasted. I have nothing to say here. Struggling so bad they needed a 5th person. Like, y'all, I cannot make this up. Like, in what world do you need this many for one singular person? They kept on struggling, always using a taser, this, that, lock in. At this point, help started rolling in, and the girl who everyone tried protecting just because she lost was telling them to log. Like, I wish I was kidding. She kept saying it in the chat, trying to claim last because you can't handle a fair fight. Ugh, this was the second time I was able to get my fair ones on this girl who involved herself in the fight. Now look at her. And because they're all loggers, I got in that stomp and she was never to be seen after that. So this girl had quote-unquote claimed he last stomp, even though the total of us fighting them was 4 now. So it's still outnumbered. And the whole time the others would drag us and log, because they knew. And eventually one of them turned their PvP on, and I was able to catch them in time and get last, even though I don't care. But overall, the amount of times that girl jumped into my fight was 12. Now while you watch me give belt, let me go into detail of my intro competition. So I got some questions that needed to be answered. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the video posted before this one, the nurse one. So the biggest question was, when is the deadline? The deadline is on August 21st. Another was, do you get to choose between the listed prizes? Yes. Either 1K Robux, 1K tokens, or a skin or weapon worth 1K. Another one is, what song did you use? It's this one. Just search it up and screen record the music. And last but not least, does the theme have to match your Apple avatar? Yes, I love that avatar. And I feel like it's the appropriate theme for a kitty and cute intro. Make sure you use the ratio 16.9 and have fun. I will be using the intros of those who didn't win after the deadline. So, your work will be seen. Anyways, got my last on y'all. Should have vlogged while you could. Thanks for watching.